Well, guys, look, none of us has had anything real.
Hey guys. Hey Jacob.
How's your day going?
It's holding up. Windy, rainy, cold, as usual.
Did you guys end up getting a lot of snow? I haven't talked to you in a while.
No, actually we didn't. But they're calling for more snow. Along with more rain. But great. I went off and left my cigarettes in the house, I think. Yep. But yeah, it's been pretty quiet here on the home front.
Nice. Well, yeah, no, we just had a bunch of ice storms last night, and I was out salting all day today. But yeah, it was pretty wild. Everything was a nice little ice rink out here. Like I even did it. I even went out on the gravel, and you expect kind of the gravel to have a little bit of traction, but the ice was so thick I could slide right across the gravel too.
Oh God. But yeah, it's been pretty quiet here. Besides the rain last night and today.
Nice.
We were supposed to ride the what they call the transit bus here into town, but it was just so nasty here that we decided not to go.
I forgot I was going to tell you. So I had a long conversation with Brett from Brett's Worship channel the other day. Guess who he's going to see in concert?
Who?
He's going to see the same band you're going to see.
Oh, Skillet?
Yeah. He's going to see Skillet.
Cool.
I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. I was telling him, I was like, yep, she's got backstage passes and she's going to the show. He's going to one coming up this week, I think, or coming up pretty soon because he's doing one in Indiana and you're doing one out in.
It's going to be in Raleigh, Roanoke, and then Greensboro.
Oh, okay.
So, then they got one in Charlotte, but I'm not going to it.
Too far?
No. We're going to do the one in Roanoke and Greensboro. So, which is the 14th and 15th.
What up, Propagate? Good to see you. Nikki said in upstate New York, they got ice everywhere right now.
Yep.
Dang. And looks like in Texas, it was finally warm today. Nice. Good to hear.
Nice.
I was going to say, everybody's been on such a cold front lately. Oh, man. Oh,
they're calling for more cold. I was watching our local weather, and the weatherman showed the map, and we got another cold snap coming in, along with snow and ice and all that. So, but I'm hoping just for some snow, just for a little bit. And I can do the Snow Angel challenge and
I'm still waiting. If we get snow, I'm gonna do the Snow Angel challenge with you. We'll switch to my cell phone and we'll do it.
My friend who I'm hanging out with, her, and she's going to record on my phone, and her neighbor is going to come out and record on her phone, and they're probably going to put it on Facebook, and I know I'll post mine on Facebook.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, no, it should be fun. And say it's better than the ice bucket challenge. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't do that one. I'll pay the $5, but I won't do the ice bucket challenge. That crap, no.
Too much?
Too much, way too much.
So when I did the ice bucket challenge back in the day, and my little brother, I think, dared me to do it, and I ended up doing it. But my cousin is the one that did it with me, and I used to have a 2-story house, and my cousin stood on the roof. We filled a whole garbage can up with water and ice, and then when we tipped it off, he lost control of the garbage can, and it almost cracked me in the head. Like, it probably weighed 200-300 pounds, and he just tipped it off the side. It almost cracked me in the head. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. And then my little brother did his, and he had somebody had a backhoe, and they filled the bucket up with water and put it above his head, and then they tipped it down. And when they tipped it down, it almost hit him in the head. I'm like, we gotta stop doing this. We're gonna end up getting knocked out cold trying to do a silly ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, right. No, my daughter wanted me to do that one year, and I told her, I was like, no way. There ain't no way I'm doing that. And she goes, why? I said, because knowing my luck, you guys would put the bucket on the roof of the trailer and go to tip it over, and yeah, I'd be laying out in the yard somewhere.
Propagate, I was going to tell you, I'm auto-generating some shorts of the show that we were on. I'm going to share them with you when they generate. I'll send them to you in an email.
Okay.
I wanted to see how they come out, but I was on a show with him and Mudrabbit and a couple other people the other day, and I got this program that auto generates shorts, and it tries to trim out like good conversations and make shorts out of them. And I wanted to show it to Propagate and see if he liked any of them.
Yeah, that would work. It's chilly tonight. I can guarantee you that.
Oh yeah, definitely is. Now my stuff's got a fucking charge. I feel like all my stuff doesn't really hold a charge when it's cold like this. Every time I go outside, it like loses charge on my like battery chargers and stuff. So sick.
Yep.
So
we had a major car accident up here a few nights ago. That was probably the only excitement we've had in weeks. Right at the overpass up the hill from us, a deer ran out in front of a minivan.
Ooh.
And took out the whole front end.
Oh yeah, I've seen him roll over the hood and take off the whole top of the car. Actually, Terry, I think Terry totaled his car. Had a deer run out in front of him after he just got a brand new car or something like that. I couldn't even imagine. That would scare the daylights out of me.
Me and Peter Rabbit was in his car one night, and a deer ran out, hit a car in front of us, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, if he slams on the brakes, we're going to hit the deer a second time, and then the truck behind us is going to hit us. And sure enough, he went to slow down and put on the brakes, and we ended up running over the deer. It got up and it took off and ran across the road. They found it a few days later, but um, it had gone maybe 500 yards and died.
What info shouldn't you share, Gonzo? What are you talking about? I didn't know. Car accidents and deers jumping out? Yeah, I don't know. It's never a good time, though.
No, because a lot of people get hurt. They had 4 cop cars, an ambulance, and a rollback come up and picked up the minivan, took the driver to the hospital.
Ooh.
I don't know if he had anybody else in the car with him, but
How far away
they
from
said
your place was it?
no, it wasn't actually. It was just right up the road
Oh, okay.
or right up the hill, up by Country Roads' boss's house. And
Oh, wait a minute. So how's he doing now? Are you guys talking again? What's going on with all that?
no, we're not really talking. He had a medical issue come up, and I told him, I said, one of these days when you do die, I'm gonna have them hold your body in the back for a while. I'm gonna go out and tell everybody, well, I'm sorry, everybody, but you're just gonna have to wait. He's still not. His body's still not here yet. It's still on the job site working, and
You're going to withhold his body?
I'm gonna withhold his body for about 5 to 10 minutes before I bring it out for everybody.
I think you've done enough carting around bodies for everybody.
But he goes, "That's not funny." I said, "Yeah, it is. I find it hilarious." I said, for one, you've already had how many strokes? You've been hospitalized how many times?
I thought he put his hands on you, and I thought you were telling me he was back around and you guys were talking again.
We was there for a while, and then it just
because he was going to make a special appearance.
He was going to, and then all of a sudden we stopped talking, started arguing and fighting again, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. And then he didn't come home last night, so that kind of made me worry. He didn't come crawling in until like 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, you guys live together?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I thought you were staying with a friend.
No.
Last time I watched you, you were staying with a friend and you guys were watching The Masked Singer.
I was hanging out. Yeah, I was hanging out with my friend here, and we were watching The Masked Singer, and I wouldn't go home until like 10 o'clock at night, which is what's probably going to happen again tonight. Which has been going on for a while now, because I don't want to fight and argue with him anymore. And it's gotten to be too much. I've already put word out to family to get a hold of my family in PA and see what we can do about getting me back home to Pennsylvania. And so
and have you gotten an update on that? What's the chances of going back?
Not yet. My family hasn't called me yet to let me know what's going on. So if that don't happen, I already know that my brother down in Florida would let me stay with him, and I can get a job in Florida, hopefully, get my license straightened out, and get my license back, and do what? Nah, it's not that cold. But
You gonna catch your grip.
yeah. But probably end up going back to Gainesville or something like that eventually. But if that happens, I'll probably go back to Hollywood, Florida.
Well, what are you waiting on to hear from the family? Just if they got a spot for you out there, or what?
Yeah,
See if they got room.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Just temporarily until I can save up enough money to get out on my own.
Nice.
So,
What you doing for side work to earn up some money?
housekeeping for church members, and right now I'm in the middle of 2 custom blankets.
You gotta
And
start posting more. You gotta start posting more
no,
pictures. You gotta start posting more pictures of your work in that group. I don't see
yeah,
enough.
I'm trying to get these done so I can post the pictures of them. I'm doing a Harley Quinn custom blanket. I'm doing a little gnome for a bookshelf. And I'm doing a blanket for a friend of mine's mom who's in a wheelchair. So that way it'll fit her in the wheelchair without going down onto the ground. But you know,
Got a
just
lot of side projects started though. Sounds like.
yeah, I've got a few of them. But
What's out? What's out in Hollywood, California? I mean, Hollywood, Florida.
well, there's a place called Shenanigans that I worked at.
I'm gonna pistol whip the next person that says shenanigans.
Yeah, right. I worked at one of those. I was a waitress.
Tiffany in the chat said hugs for you, and then she said, "Oh, I want to see the blankets." See, you got people that want to see them. You
Soon
gotta
as
show them
they're
off.
done, as soon as I get them done. But I'm working. Like I said, I'm working on the custom Harley Quinn blanket, which is half red, half black. And then it's gonna have Daddy's little monster stitched across it.
Oh, nice.
And then, like I said, I'm working on the little gnome for the bookshelf. And I'm also working on making a lighthouse lamp.
How tall? How tall would it be?
Um,
Or is it just
it's
the
just
shape
a
is
little
kind of
table
like a?
lamp.
It's just the shape of it. It kind of looks like a
Yeah,
lighthouse.
the stand.
Uh-oh. I don't know if you can still hear me, GP, but okay. I assume you can't hear me. Let's see. But yeah, reconnect if you get a chance. I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, okay. Well, yes. There, we're back. There you're back.
Yeah, I got booted off of StreamYard again.
I think
But,
when it circles like that, it's a service issue. It's not a. You might have had a bad connection for a minute or something.
Yeah, but the light itself, the base of it is going to be done in rock to make it look like it's on a island.
Oh, okay.
And then the lighthouse itself is going to be done in white rock.
Is the light gonna oscillate?
No, it's
Oh.
just going to be like a regular lamp.
I'd say that'd be pretty cool if you can get a little strobe.
Right? Yeah, I wished I could. But that one is for a friend of mine's husband. He's a lighthouse nut.
Nice.
So, but I had to take it apart, sand it all down, redo it, repaint it. The base is basically green with a few rocks around the edge. And then it's going to be red and white. And I'm trying to figure out how to put lights on the inside of the lighthouse itself, and a little building up against it so it'll look like it's basically a regular lighthouse. But with lights. So those are always fun to build.
Yeah. No, a comment in the chat. Tiffany said, "You're talented, GP. Those sound amazing." Yeah, I think depending on how you do the frame on the top where the light goes in, you could just run a wire up it, and then you could just change out the bulb on the top. That would probably be the best way to run it, and you can get your fingers inside and twist out the bulb if you enclose it right on the top.
I've made, little table lights for people for a long time, and I got bored with it and set it aside for a while. And then somebody had seen one of the pictures that I had of a light that I had made, which was a NASCAR light for a little kid.
A NASCAR light?
Yeah, it had a die-cast NASCAR on it, setting in what do they call it? Victory Lane.
Oh, okay.
So
that was like the
I
base
did
of it.
I did a Mario light, which is fun, which is nothing but PVC pipe and electrical.
Oh, did you do did you do one of the green tubes?
Yep.
Did you do one? Yeah, that's fun. That probably looks pretty cool.
Each one of the flower pots was a light.
Oh, okay.
Which is hard enough to do. But now a friend of mine wants me to make him a Bowser table light, which I don't know how I'm going to end up doing, but
Bowser. That'd be
yeah,
an interesting one. What's going on,
it's gonna
boss
be-
man? Hope you're doing well.
hey, boss man. But yeah, he's got he loves Bowser, so he wants me to make him a Bowser light.
You could do one with Bowser coming up out of one of those tunnels again. I mean, one of those tubes.
Yeah,
Then you don't have to do his legs. You could just do part of the body. You just have him like coming up. I can't
yep,
remember what the character is, but there's this floating cloud guy who carries a light, and he's usually around. God damn it! But yeah, he's usually around Bowser and holds a light up into the air. But that'd be another one that you could add illumination to, where you could fit Bowser into it. But I don't know. That's a tougher one. Bowser's a harder one to figure out. And maybe have them on a bridge, and then both ends of the bridge are lit up with 4 small lights. That'd be a good one too. Did you hear that one, GP? I think that might be have one where Bowser's on a bridge, because at the end of all of the maps, you have to cross a bridge that Bowser's on and defeat him. So if you could do, they have flames on both sides of the bridge. You could do 4 lights, and with Bowser sitting in the middle, and would just kind of light him up because he's usually
yeah,
on a bridge. That'd be a good one.
yeah. But I'm just trying to come up with ideas for that.
Yeah, that's a tougher one.
But
What's for dinner tonight? Anything good?
let's see. I had ramen noodles for dinner tonight.
Nice. What kind?
Beef.
Beef? Oh, okay. I like beef. I think the chicken's overrated,
Yeah, it is.
but I like all the other flavors.
If you buy the cans of white chicken, you heat it up, put it in there. So
Oh, they make Starkist makes pouches of chicken. That shit's
yep,
fire. I'll get the pouches because they're only like, I don't know, 70 cents to $1. And yeah, I'll mix
yep,
those in some ramen. Usually when I'm
yep,
camping or something like that, just to add a little bit of protein.
yep. Right now, um, I've been putting everything on my propane or not propane, my kerosene heater to cook.
Okay.
Um, I use my little pot. Um, and I put the water in. I let the water boil, and then I put my noodles in with the packet, and then I'll open up a can of chicken, or I'll get the Starkist pouches and make it that way. And um, last night was barbecue chicken ramen.
Nice. I'm gonna say I've never had
So,
barbecue chicken ramen. That sounds pretty good. I'd use the creamy chicken for those ones.
but I'll get a small bottle of sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce,
Oh, that's Upspire.
and put that in there, or um, you know, but yeah,
So
it's really good.
I've never actually seen these before, Gonzo. Well, I've seen them before, but I didn't know what they were. He was talking about deer warning devices on your cars, and because I kind of live out in the country, we get a lot of deer running over the road and stuff all the time. But I've seen these on cars before, but didn't know what they were. So I assume people have them. They're not like required or anything, but it would be a good idea. I didn't know, and they're cheap. They're only like $10 for a set of them.
Yeah.
$7.99, $12.99, somewhere in that range. You just put them on the hood, and it looks like it like whistles. It's not bad. And then it scares the deer away, apparently. What up, Mudrabbit? How are you doing tonight? But yeah, I would actually recommend those. Those are a good idea. Gonzo, you just went down a rabbit hole, didn't you? You were trying to figure out where the accident was. Then you're like, well, how can I prevent these accidents? Do they have deer alarms? I just feel like you just went down a rabbit hole for the last 10 minutes. It's funny. Up back.
There we go. Yeah, something to do with the weather here. With the weather being cloudy, the internet here drops. But yeah, Temu has them. Amazon has them.
What up, Mudrabbit?
Hey, Mudrabbit. But
we were talking earlier, Mudrabbit, and we were talking about somebody's car getting hit by a deer and causing an accident. And ever since we talked about that, Gonzo has been looking up accidents, looking up ways to prevent said accidents. And I just feel like he went down a rabbit hole of deer accidents in the last, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes.
yeah. But yeah, like I said, they've got a Mudrabbit. They've got those
she said, I hope the deer had insurance.
Amazon.
I'd say Temu is probably the best deal.
Probably.
Yeah. I think they just drop ship for other people. I've started to realize a lot of the stuff that they send you is just from other companies.
Yep.
Seems West Virginia.
Yeah, right.
I didn't realize that West Virginia seems to have the most deer-involved accidents. That's wild. You guys must have a pretty big population.
They probably do. But I stay away from West Virginia because, somebody paddle faster. I hear banjos.
Oh man.
But
the deer must have been tipsy, says Tiffany. I read that as red wiggers the first time, not wigglers. Like, wait, what? What are we talking about? All right, she's buying night crawlers over there. You started a worm farm? You just make a compost pile. I did that before. I just started making a compost pile, and the worm population was insane. They're all night crawlers to me. Unless they're mealworms, they're all night crawlers. All the same to me. And I want big earthworms. That's what I'm looking for fishing at least. There aren't any worms there? What the heck? That's weird.
with it being cloudy.
Oh yeah.
Internet stuff.
Well, and the level over there, like the ground, is all different heights, and you're probably in not a very flat plane like myself.
Nope.
And you're outside, and the signal's probably coming from inside.
Well, no, I have internet on my phone, so everything bounces onto a satellite.
Oh, okay.
So, who the fuck is whistling? Oh well. I keep hearing somebody whistling.
It's the banjos. You better be careful. Don't wander
Yeah,
too far.
Deliverance too.
Right. A Night with Giggle Pickles. Deliverance 2.
Yeah, right. But with like I said, the internet on my phone, it bounces to a satellite, and then the satellite bounces to towers and stuff, and it sucks.
Gonzo
So,
says, we were driving on the highway like 80 miles an hour, and a deer ran into the side of the car. It left antler marks in the back door. Gosh. And he said it
out.
sounded like a bomb went off in the car. Wow. I bet it was loud.
Yeah.
You're lucky it didn't hit a soft spot. If it would have hit a soft spot, it would have got stuck in your car.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild how much force they got going.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And depending on how wide the road is, most of the time when they're coming down to roads in our area, they're trying to jump the whole road. They're not even thinking about the cars. They're just trying to clear the whole road in one leap. Like they don't even try to walk on the concrete unless they have to.
Yep.
They're doing that at dead sprint. Like, no thanks.
There was a time that I was on a video call with my godson in Kentucky, and the sun was just setting, and I hit a dark spot where the trees grow over top of the road, so it makes it look like a tunnel. And a deer come out from nowhere and slid across the asphalt, and I was walking, and this thing had slid across the asphalt, and I could have stuck my hand out, and its butt would have brushed across my hand. And my godson's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I said, "Couldn't you see that in your guys' local news report? 40-something-year-old woman has to be scraped off the side of the road by EMT due to one of Santa's reindeer trying to take her out." And then he said, "Yeah, instead of grandma got run over by a reindeer by Dr. Elmo, it'd be mom got ran over by a reindeer by Dr. Elmo." And I was like, "Yeah, that's funny as hell."
Giggle Pickles got ran over by a reindeer.
Walking home from the grocery store one afternoon.
She wasn't drinking too much eggnog.
She stumbled out the door into the snow. But me and him was sitting there talking, and he had heard the hose sliding across the asphalt and seen my eyes go as big as saucers, and my jaw hit the ground. And I had a little pull behind grocery cart, a backpack, 2 plastic grocery bags. And I said, "Yeah, couldn't you see that now? EMT had to scrape 40-something-year-old woman off the side of the road. News at 11. And he started laughing. He goes, "That would be funny."
I just pictured you throwing your bags up into the air. Like everything flying all over the place.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And so I was like, "Yeah, I could see that now. News at 11. 40-something-year-old woman has to be scraped up off the side of the road by EMT." Reindeer goes to run across the road to get away from hunters and takes her out at one shot.
What up, Denise? Good to see you. Mudrabbit said, have you been paying attention to what's happening in the news? Yes and no. And I would like to tell everybody, since we're talking about side jobs and side gigs, I have eggs for sale. If anybody's looking for eggs, I'll do 3 for $2.99 in a small bag. I'll mail them to you. I'm not gonna tell you what kind of eggs they are, but I'm sending people eggs. I know we're having a shortage with the bird flu and all.
Oh God. I got a lady that goes to our church. She gives her eggs away.
Does she? Yeah, no, there's so many local growers. They raise chickens out here. So there's actually a pretty good amount. And a regular like dozen of natural eggs, we're sitting at like, I don't know, $5. It's not too bad. That's for natural, like unwashed. Like that's an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, especially at the store right now, they're over $5. Why wouldn't you just get natural ones and buy local? But I get it. It's supposed to help pass this tariff stuff, so you should still be buying it from the store. It's going to help tariffs actually start working. I saw a bunch of people up in arms on my local site. They were like freaking out because they were like, well, I don't understand why Trump didn't get the prices lowered and all this other stuff. And I was like, it's been 12 days. He's trying to reverse the actions of 4 years. Like, what did you think was going to happen in 12 days? I've never seen any president come in and lower all the prices in 12 days.
Well, now he's got Elon Musk doing all kinds of work for him.
Oh, yeah. Well, Elon Musk doesn't even have enough money to give all the people. But when we watched what went on with, what is it? Something US SAD or something. That company is going to get in so much crap. They lost like a quarter of our whole country's GDP. The USAID. Yeah, thank you. USAID. They are that's what Elon Musk found. He found out that these people are just losing a quarter of our country's whole spending. And everybody's like, yeah, and everybody's freaking out though because they were like, well, we don't want him looking into our stuff. It's like, no, taxpayers should see where all their fucking money's going. There's no reason that they can't figure this stuff out. Like, now we have somebody like Elon Musk actually helping people do it. It's like we have the AI and everybody's scared of it, but why don't we use it to help us? Why don't we use this to figure this stuff out? I mean, I'm particularly enjoying the freak out, said Mudrabbit. Yeah, I don't know. People are just being silly, and it's gonna pass. I would say I don't know, 3 months. The funniest thing is they're waiting for results from from the election, and then at the same time they're not taking into the account that there's a bird flu going on. That's another reason that there's not a lot of eggs right now. Not having anything to do with the election. And then also, I think Biden's administration, before they left, ordered, I don't remember how many birds to be killed, but there was a certain number that they put out. But yeah, there's a reason there's a shortage. It's not just because there's a new president.
Well, not only that, a lot of the schools are closing due to people not wanting to get their children inoculated.
Inoculated from what?
For the flu and all that.
Are they mandatorily doing that out there?
Yeah.
That's
people are refusing to get their kids shots up to date.
Yeah, I don't think.
And now people are dealing with the influenza, COVID, all kinds of illnesses and stuff, and the schools are closing because of it and doing like remote schooling. Um, my doctor's office is here in where I'm at. They're closed due to the flu, and so a lot of places are closing early. Um, you
Yeah,
know,
I don't know.
schools
I
are closing.
have mixed views about mandatory shots depending on what they are. Like as long as the community is informed, like coming off of the pandemic and all the drama coming from that, and pushing out things that haven't been tested, you're going to get a lot of people that are a little touchy about signing up to get a needle in their arm and without knowing
Yeah,
the efficiency of it, and especially when it involves their kids. So that makes sense to me. Oh, and Mudrabbit, yeah, we were covering those last week. The Congress freakouts, just for the ones when Robert Kennedy was going to be sworn in. Those ones were funny. And then
yeah.
I'm still waiting to hear. I don't know if anybody has it, Mudrabbit or Boss Man or anybody that's digging. I want to hear the updates that they release because Trump's getting ready to release the information surrounding the John F. Kennedy assassination, as well as the Martin Luther King assassination. He wants the public to be
Yep.
able to know what actually happened.
Yep.
But yeah, we were watching freakouts last week. That was funny. I like watching people in Congress who have just gotten way too comfortable and they just think they're never going to go anywhere. And now they're starting to hear the whisper among people about term limits and all this other stuff. And you can see them shaking in their boots.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just like all these federal jobs being dealt with, and over what was it? What they say today? 60,000 people took the what do they call it? The benefits package or something like that, where they lose their job but they get so much money, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, yeah, all these federal jobs, think about it. You got postal workers, you've got cops, you got fire departments that are all government run. Let's see. Now the prisons are going to go to private owners.
Prisons are already mostly private owned. Those are the ones that are financial. That's why our prison system's so fucked, and that's why you see the new administration just trimming a lot of fat on it when it comes to the federal government. And it was funny. I wish I could have seen people's faces when they read some of the emails that they got sent from the administration. It was basically like, you can join in and continue, or if you would like, you can just
Take the severance
retire.
packet.
Right. Just retire now and we'll call it a day. Otherwise, let me know if you're on board, because there's some motherfuckers that are about to get canned that aren't going to be following along.
Yep.
But boss man, to be fair, I can't share something like that. I don't even know how to phrase that. I tried to phrase it the best I could. What got brought up earlier, it's one of those things. It's like I said, people would be hesitant coming off of